Welcome back to sports, everyone. I'm Chaz Messman. The Bear Down Takeover Tour is back in Yuma for the second straight year as the University of Arizona is looking to rally alumni, future Wildcats, and all of Wildcat Nation across the state ahead of the 2025 school year. And today, the Cats brought along some Wildcat legends, including College Football Hall of Famer and current senior defensive analyst Chuck Cecil.
So great to just engage with the Yuma people here, and they're Wildcats and they love their Wildcats, and so it's just really nice to be able to come down and spend a little time with them.
Another Wildcat great on the football staff, Ricky Hunley, was also in attendance. And the highest ever draft pick in program history believes despite a 4-8 season in 2024, the Wildcats are headed in the right direction.
We got a tremendous amount of guys, new guys on the roster, and we were very, very concerned about how well they would gel together going into the offseason. They did a tremendous job in the weight room. I think that Coach Cullen, he just beat the crap out of them, so they all came together, and it really just translated over onto the field.
Arizona's roster is completely revamped going into the 2025 season, including 25 incoming transfers. With so much turnover, Arizona has focused on bringing in the right talent to turn things around.
The biggest thing is recruit guys, bring people in that are, number one, they want to be here. Number two, they want to be coached. They want to be developed, and they want to wear that Block A with pride, and when they roll out on the football field, they're doing it all together.
Joining me now is Brandon Saniers, coordinator of Alumni High School Relations. Brandon, the last couple of years, U of A has really been making some strides in the high school recruiting game in-state. How big of an emphasis is that for this program going forward?
It's definitely big for us as far as, you have to start with any recruiting is try to own your state. For us, Phoenix, Tucson, and then the surroundings definitely is a big important part for our organization.
5 players drafted in the 2025 NFL Draft played high school football in Arizona. The Wildcats would like to change that going forward, and Sanders shared some insight on how they're trying to do it.
The number one thing is make sure that the coaches feel welcome. I think the more you can do with the coaches in state, because they're your first avenue to a lot of these young men and women. If you can have that relationship with the coaches, with the athletic directors, with the AIA, I think it's a little bit easier, and then open those doors up.
Local scholarship recipients were also honored at tonight's event, so a big congrats to all of you future Wildcats as well. Also, another big signing day for Arizona Western men's soccer. A total of 14 Matadors signed their letters of intent to continue their college soccer careers today. Half of those players are moving on to the Division I level, with others advancing to Division II and NAIA schools. One of those players is Yuma local and Cibola graduate Jacob Quintana. Quintana is moving on to the NAIA level at St. Mary's St. Mary's of the Woods College. We caught up with Quintana and head coach Kenny Dale, who both share what it means to go to the next level.
It meant a lot to me being the only guy from Yuma to play here as well, and one of the only 2 American players to play here as well.
It doesn't really matter in terms of the life experience. Moving on to a university and getting a bachelor's degree and then maybe an advanced degree is really more important than that.
For a full list of the players and where they're off to, make sure to head over to our website at kyma.com/sports. Also, congrats to Yuma Catholic girls tennis for winning their state opener. They're going to set to play Thatcher in the next round. So good luck, ladies, in that one, and that is all we have time for in sports.
Hi, I'm News 11's Jalen Fong, and coming up tomorrow on Sunrise, illegal border crossings are down, but a new border problem is now emerging. We show how people are legally crossing the border in order to work. Plus, a 97-year-old woman has finally achieved a decades-long goal, why she hasn't forgotten her dream despite some personal challenges. You can find these stories and more tomorrow only on Sunrise.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.